What's up, gang? Today we are coming at you from San Clemente, California. It's beautiful down here. We're very, very blessed to have a condo in the family. It's a block and a half up from the beach. If you're real quiet, you may even hear the waves. So we're down here enjoying phase 2 of our first year anniversary of marriage. Love you, hon.
Love you too.
And we're just having a good time, but we want to come to you today and talk about rest because it's such an important topic. So, a few things to think about when it comes to rest.
So, obviously we're resting right now. We're two personal trainers, and we not only want to tell people to rest, but we also want to practice what we preach. So, there are a few benefits behind it, and we are going to talk about it right now. So, basically, when you are not putting rest into a workout plan, you end up having repetitive stress injury and overtraining. And but when you do have a well thought out workout plan, you're able to restore your muscles. So the first benefit behind having rest in your workout plan is a psychological break. So all of you know, especially ones that have done CrossFit, it takes mental toughness and stamina. And when you take a rest, you're taking yourself away from an environment that you're telling yourself and that you're committing to yourself to focus, and it's actually causing less of a mental fatigue when you isolate yourself away from that environment and really focus on just recovery, not only in your muscles but in your mind as well. The second advantage behind putting rest into your workout routine is that it properly replaces energy stores in muscle cells. So when you have a moderate to high intensity exercise, you notice that you become fatigued at the end of a routine, and it's because your glycogen storage has depleted. Unfortunately, when your glycogen storage has depleted, your body catabolizes proteins, and unfortunately that's not good at all because your proteins are responsible in restoring your muscles. So when that happens, your proteins aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So part of rest day is to enable your glycogen levels to restore to its normal level so that your glycogen levels can go back to normal and you're able to replace your energy stores in your muscle cells. The fourth benefit is that it repairs tissue damage. So fibroblasts are individual cells that help repair your tissues. And when you don't rest, you're not enabling those individual cells to do their job in your body. So again, exercises causes mechanical stress, and without rest, you're not allowing cells to do their job. The next benefit is that you restore sore muscles. So a lot of the soreness in muscles after an exercise is due to metabolic byproduct that's built up. And when you are resting, you're enabling your circulatory system to do its job by not only removing that out of your system, but also replacing it with nutrients and oxygen, which is important for recovery.
So one of the things that I like about rest is that it tends to restore my joy in the things that I love. If you don't have something, a hobby, then don't say, well, working out is my hobby. That's a great hobby to have, don't get me wrong. We love working out, and it is one of our hobbies. But if it's your only hobby and you're always going back to working out, you're always breaking your body down, and you're not giving yourself a chance to rest. Which, believe it or not, as Raquel was saying, that inhibits your muscle growth. So you need something outside of working out and physical stress to really bring back the joy and also build muscle the way it's supposed to be built. You can't keep tearing your body down. Well, I don't know what it is for you. For me, it's gardening and it's woodworking. I like cooking. There's some things. Find a hobby that you really enjoy. If you don't have anything like that, find something. Maybe it's just sleeping all day one day on the weekend. I don't care what it is. Just don't work out. You're defeating the purpose if that's all you ever do for a hobby. If you notice, a lot of CrossFit people, they work out every single day. And a lot of them wonder why they never get any bigger. It's because they're not allowing their bodies to rest. And one of the stages of muscle growth is a long enough rest period. So have something that you really enjoy doing, and believe it or not, that rest will restore your joy in those other hobbies. If I'm too tired, I don't want to go back to gardening and have fun. I don't want to cook a meal. I don't want to do the things that I normally enjoy doing because I'm too tired to do them. So you want to restore your joy, but it also helps your relationships. I mean, if you're not rested, we've all felt this, where we're too tired during the day. We come home at the end of the day, we're not rested, and we're cranky. We snap at the people that we love at home. I never do that, do I?
No.
Okay, yeah, I do. If I'm not well rested, things between Raquel and I don't go that well, and likewise. So, if you're well rested, your relationships are going to get better because you just are happier. You have more joy when you're rested. So, when it comes to relationships, be well rested. The people around you will thank you, I promise. So those are just some of the reasons that we believe rest is an extremely important thing. And the last thing that I'll say about it is it's biblical. One of the 10 Commandments is to have a day of rest. And that, in the Bible they called it the Sabbath. Now, wherever you stand on the religious spectrum, some people say the Sabbath is Saturday, some people say it's Sunday. It doesn't matter really where you're at on that spectrum, in my opinion. The fact is, God commanded us to have a day of rest. And He knew what He was doing when He commanded that. It's not a suggestion, it's a command that we rest one day a week. In fact, the Israelites, if you read early enough in the Old Testament, even when they were farming the land, they were commanded to do 1 year of rest every 7 years. And if they didn't have that 1 year where they let the land rest, they got in big trouble. So not only are we supposed to rest, we're supposed to give the environment around us a rest as well. So think about those things, whether it be scientific, or whether it be personal, or whether it just be your religious beliefs. Rest is extremely important, and you really need to make that part of your daily life, your weekly life, your yearly life. Go on vacation once a year, but make it part of your life. Rest is extremely important. So you might be thinking, I'm not used to resting. I'm a workaholic. I like to work and go to the gym and that's it. So what do you do on a rest day?
Stretch.
Sleep.
Enjoy relationships.